Hello fellow mobile gaming fanatics, MyTyme here, welcome to another episode of WWE Supercard. And today I'm going to look at a couple of things. I'm going to look at the new Money in the Bank rewards. I have a Fusion reward to collect, and I'm also going to pro my Randy Orton card and get ready to put him in my first King of the Ring. That will hopefully be a SummerSlam King of the Ring. So let's quickly just see, there was an event on recently. It was Sheamus versus Cesaro. You will see here I'm unranked. I didn't play the event. I didn't even check what the undercards are, and I have no intention to. I don't want to see a SummerSlam card that would have made me a pro. I'm still waiting my first pro, so I'm going to make that my Randy Orton card for Money in the Bank. So People's Champion's Choice, the PCC, not really feeling it in this season. May play it in season 3. Not really too interested for the remainder of season 2 though. So had a weekend off for this game, was able to do a few other bits instead. So with that said, we're going to quickly have a look and see what is coming out for Money in the Bank. Now I've only got 1,500 contracts for the next card, so I do need to get to work on it. Are 30 days left, but let's have a look at what we have up for grabs. And at the top here you can see it's Sami Zayn versus Chris Jericho. Now I'm going to scroll down slightly and look at a few of the undercards, as you can work out here. If you have a look, the most interesting undercard you can see is there is a Bayley for 5,355 contracts. WrestleMania Bayley. Now you can obviously get 2 lots of her. So for 10,710 credits, that will get you a Pro WrestleMania Diva. Now it is actually very tempting for me to go for her. She would, for example, tag well with my Charlotte, and it would be a big help to my team at the moment, seeing as I've only got one WrestleMania Pro Diva. But do I want to waste my contracts on Bayley, or would I rather try and get this Chris Jericho or Sami Zayn? I think I'd probably prefer to get one of those two first over her, and just pray for some diva luck somewhere along the way from King of the Rings or board pools or anything like that. Maybe even another event as a WrestleMania card with a diva. So I'm probably going to leave Bayley for the moment. And let's have a look at the two cards. Chris Jericho. Now I'm going to go for the Jericho card. If you look at him, speed and charisma card. Well, he's going to lose to a lot of these cards in power. His toughness also isn't amazing, considering, I'm talking about like event cards and Money in the Bank cards, not necessarily regular SummerSlam cards where he will be able to beat them with. But in these other kind of cards, speed and charisma, he's got great charisma, really good speed, but he is going to lack a bit in the power and toughness department. Now, if you compare that to Sami Zayn, as you can see here, he is pretty much the same as Chris Jericho. Really good speed, really decent charisma, pretty strong. His power and toughness both lacking slightly. But the reason why I'm going to go for Chris Jericho, I think, is one, because I slightly prefer his image, and two, I just think overall he is a slightly better card. I like the the charisma gain on him. I have obviously, say, Randy Orton, who is a speed card, who I will be leveling up basically just pure power and speed. So there is no real gain here from toughness for me for Chris Jericho, and his toughness anyway is better than Sami Zayn's naturally. And if I was going to use a power card, I would pull out my Orton card, for example, as opposed to this card. So I think to get the bigger boost in his charisma is going to be better. His charisma is better than Sami Zayn's, and that is my reason for probably going for Jericho. Along with, I actually prefer the image. Miles prefer that image compared to the Sami Zayn one. So that's the plan with Money in the Bank. We're going to get on the way with that. No bouts at the moment. Hopefully, I will be able to get the Jericho card and possibly the Bayley card, because, I do actually think she would be a great addition to my squad. Right, with all that said, I'm going to go in and I'm going to very quickly pro out my Randy Orton card. So as you can see here, my first one, what I've done was, once maxed it out, put all my tokens power and speed. Once again, the reason being that as more of these Money in the Bank and event cards etc come out, I think if you try and balance them, some of them they will get fractionally better, and there will be instances where they will probably free stat these cards etc. And if you've maybe tried to balance them out now to get some use out of them and to try and make them pretty good all round, I do think in a few weeks time they will be found out in matches. So I'd rather just focus on their key attributes at this moment in time, and then when I'm doing a battle, I can pick them based. If it's say speed, I know I'm going to use Randy Orton. If it's charisma, I know I'm going to use, for example, Chris Jericho. So that's the tactic I'm going for the moment, just to show you the power boosts, or the enhancement boost, should I say, if you were to pick the ability. You're at 48 for power, 47 for toughness, 50 for speed, and 47 for charisma. As you can see, you get a massive boost there in speed. So once again, my theory is to put all three into speed to make this card a complete speed demon. Now, I had a school of thought to increase his toughness or his charisma on both the cards, because the difference in the game isn't massive. 47, 48, maybe do something like this on both the cards just to round him out and give him a bit more toughness. And then I decided, no, you know what, if I'm going to use Randy Orton, I'm going to basically use him just as power and speed. And if he's up against any kind of WrestleMania card, he's going to win anyway, any WrestleMania Pro. So if he comes up against a regular SummerSlam card, he has a chance of beating them in toughness and charisma if they don't proc in those anyway. So let's just make sure, if he comes up against another Randy Orton, another, or even the Brock Lesnar card, which obviously going to be stronger than him in power, he's got a chance of winning the power if he procs. He will beat him in the speed, and he will lose in toughness and probably charisma anyway. So yeah, maybe I could have put some points into the charisma, but never mind. We'll just double check the first one again, make sure that all the games are played, so 40 out of 40 everywhere, all the abilities are procced, and level 30 out of 30 before you come and combine. Make sure neither of them are locked, which they're not. Click combine, and this is my first SummerSlam Pro, Randy Orton. There we go. Pretty happy to see him in the team. If I go to King of the Ring, that shouldn't quite be able to put me into the next. Who will I get rid of? Yeah, we're going to get rid of. Okay, that shouldn't quite put me in here, because to train up my Charlotte a bit more. But train up Randy a little bit. Finish off The Rock, because he needs to play. He needs to have his tokens put in. Level him out fully. Train up Charlotte a bit, and I will be in SummerSlam. So by the end of tonight, it's actually very early in the morning, but by the time hopefully I go to sleep, touch wood, I'll have this team ready to go into the King of the Ring just about in SummerSlam, and we'll see how we do there. I expect to get completely and utterly owned, but you never know. Anyway, so to finish off this episode, I've got a fusion chamber. I could have claimed this a little while ago. Probably should have tried to do this video earlier, so I could have, been starting on another fusion. But it is a WrestleMania fusion. So let's just double check what I'm after. Those of you that can remember, I have a couple of singles. So we're looking at combinables. Don't want combinables for the moment. I have a couple of single cards that I could really do. I've got that Rock Pro now, so obviously don't want to rock. I do have a Triple H single. I do have a Trish Stratus single. And there's Triple H, so that will not be the end of the world. As we scroll down here, you will see I have a Brock single and I have a Trish single. So that's what I'm aiming for, ideally. Any of those Trish Stratus would be absolutely amazing. I could really do with another Diva. I really need to get another Pro Diva to try and help that King of the Ring, especially if I'm going to start trying to get into SummerSlam tier. I can't still use that Brie Bella, that Survivor Brie Bella card. I would even take a Vince McMahon, best support in the game. Although, to be honest with you, I'd prefer a Pro than that at the moment. It's something that I would happily take. I just don't want to get another single, not another male single. And I don't really want that Lita either, because it takes so long to get these WrestleMania fusions ready. So let's cross our fingers. Let's hope, guys. Let's hope for something good. And it's Stone Cold. No. Ugh, that is horrible. That is horrible. Not because he's not a good card, because he is a very good card. I don't need another single. Holy moly. I just do not need another single. And I have no cards to put in here at the moment. Okay. I've just trained them all. Oh, great. So, yeah, the only cards that I've got to combine at the moment, Ultimate Warrior, Kofi Kingston, another Dean Ambrose. Yes, all these cards would make it into my Road to Glory at the moment, but that's not what I... Oh well. That's a bit disappointing. In fact, it's very disappointing. That Stone Cold card has absolute no use to me whatsoever at the moment. Oh, well, we're going to get to work and train up this Randy anyway. That's a little bit positive. Get into this SummerSlam, King of the Ring, and see if we can get something good for them. Maybe get our first regular SummerSlam Pro. That'd be good. Let me know how you guys are getting on. Let me know if you did actually play the event. Did you want Sheamus or Cesaro to win? It means next week I won't be going for these cards again. But if there's some good undercards, I am going to try. I am going to try and get that SummerSlam card if it's a good one. If it makes me pro especially, I will work, make sure I get that. So with that said, guys, I'm going to shoot off now. Thank you very much for watching. I've been MyTyme. See you all soon. Oops, I forgot to add, we are coming into Monday. So if anybody has a team that they would like me to help you for the event, you're looking to get that kind of SummerSlam card, maybe a WrestleMania card, and my deck will help be able to push you into the tier you need, whether it's my Randy Orton, which probably by the time the event starts will be maxed out because I will have leveled him up once I am in the King of the Ring. Drop your team name into the comment below. Please, once again guys, make sure that it's the way that it's meant to be spelt to be able to find your team in the search, because otherwise, like before, if you type something and it's not quite how it comes up and I'm trying to find it and it comes up, I can't see it, search your team, it cannot be found, and I've been able to join you. So once again, all you got to do, leave your team name in the comment box. I'll just do it basically picked on someone. I'll try and pick to people who left the names maybe in order of you know, first come first serve kind of thing. And as long as you've got a space as well, I've been there before guys, you've had 10 people in your team after you've invited me, obviously I can't then make a request and be accepted to join your team, and I will try and help some of you guys to be able to get those cards, and hopefully it's a card that also helps my deck as well. So now this is the actual peace out ending. See you later.